What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are standing next to our brand new 2021 Ford Bronco Sport Badlands Edition with the 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine. If you haven't seen my last few videos, I'm gonna put them up here. A review of the car. We drove it in snow. Today's video, we're going over some awesome tech features that you get with the Ford Co-Pilot. So let's check it out. So of course we're in the red mode, which is our GOAT mode. I went over all the GOAT modes in the previous video, but we are in sport mode right now. A little bit extra pep. We got 7 GOAT modes in the Badlands trim. Ignore that, that's GoPro stuff with some duct tape. That's how we roll. Well, let's get in here and show you an overview of all these functions here. All this tech feature stuff I want to go over today, I'm still getting used to myself, but it is very awesome. It's very safety oriented. So let's go over some of that stuff here. So driver assistance will bring you into all the settings that you're going to be able to adjust and set up for your Ford Co-Pilot. The Ford Co-Pilot comes standard with a bunch of cool goodies to keep you safe on the road. The first and probably the most important is pre-collision assist, which is the third option right here. With that on, we're not going to simulate that obviously, because that's if you're about to get in a wreck. But if the vehicle senses that a crash is imminent, it will steer and brake for you. So if you go into the settings here, and you can turn that stuff off. So it's kind of nice. I don't know why you wouldn't want that on. Some people don't like it. If you want to turn just the braking on and the steering off, you can do that. So now it'll just slam on the brakes if you're going to rear end another car because you're not paying attention. But if it's on the steering, then you can go ahead and get out of the way. And then you can change the sensitivity here. You can see you got your vehicle and then the vehicle in front of you. If you put it on high, that means it's going to be a little more like wimpy, and it's going to do these maneuvers sooner. And if you're brave, it'll let you get closer before those types of things happen. So that's pretty cool. Blind spot monitoring system. They call it BLIS. It's the blind spot info system. Cross traffic alert. So on the mirrors here, zoom in. It's pretty standard stuff nowadays, but those will illuminate yellow when there's a car in your blind spot, and there's one on the other side as well. The cross traffic alert, what that does is when you're backing out of your spot, if there's a car coming like in a parking lot or whatever, it'll alert you, and you can safely stop. So it comes with a rear view camera. That's part of the Co-Pilot here. So if you put the vehicle in reverse, you get a reverse camera that helps you see. You can zoom in, but you can't see the back of your vehicle any longer, just a little bit of the bumper there, barely. And it also has, if you hit the bar here, a 180-degree camera. If you hit that, it gives you like 3 panes, and you get like more on the sides. It's kind of like folded in, obviously the bumper goes straight across, but that's one part of the bumper. So these outer panels are kind of like a 45-degree angle, and then the middle part is the same, and it's pretty cool. So, and then the front camera does the same thing. So if we put it back in park and hit the front camera, same thing. We're looking at the front of the vehicle now, and then we can do the 180 camera here, and that's about it. Now this one won't zoom, doesn't look like, so turn that off. Alright, and it also has automatic high beams. So if you look down here on your little knob controller for your headlights, I turned them to on because of the video. I wanted you to see headlights outside, but when you start the car default there, it's like automatic headlights, but it has the automatic high beams on here. If you zoom in there and you see the high beam flicker, that will, I believe, deactivate the automatic, or you can just turn your knob to the right once, and then there you go. All those things are part of the Co-Pilot 360 here on the new Ford models, and with this particular model we actually have the Co-Pilot 360 Assist Plus, which is extra goodies. Some of that is shown here on the steering wheel. If you zoom in close, we got some of these symbols here. So what do all of these things mean? Now, a lot of it is something we need to show you on the road, and we're going to show you that today. Some of it's stuff we need to do at nighttime, and we'll do that as well. But just a quick overview here on the screen is you get this adaptive cruise control. So if you go into it, there's normal mode, adaptive mode, and intelligent mode. So if we click it on the normal mode, it tells you normal cruise active, adaptive braking off. Adaptive braking. So when you have it on the default adaptive braking, what it does is when you set your cruise control, it will stop and slow down if the car in front of you in the same lane slows down and your cruise is set to 60. It's going to slow down for you, and then when the car gets out of your lane or you switch lanes, it's going to go back up. Intelligent, this one takes it a step further, and you can tell it to be an adjustable tolerance, and you can set a mile per hour. Now what are we doing there? So intelligent is the camera on the car can detect the speed limit signs as depicted there. So then you'll get a little symbol here, and we'll show you that, and the car will say, okay, the speed limit is 65, and then it will automatically cruise control you to 65. Now if you want to do the tolerance, you can say, well, I want to go 7 miles above the speed limit, or you can go, I want to go 7 miles below the speed limit, and that's pretty cool there. So that's the adaptive cruise control. Lane keeping system, there's lane keeping mode. You go in there, and then there's two alerts. There's the aid and there's the alert and aid. Now we are defaulted on alert. Aid shows you there, it's going to turn the steering wheel. If you get outside of your lane because you're not paying attention, it will actually drive back into the middle of the lane. Alert and aid means it's going to alert you and it's going to turn the wheel. We just have it on alert. Now alert, you can see this little doodad there. It's showing you how the steering wheel is actually vibrating, and that's what it does. So if you go into alert intensity, there's high, normal, and low. Let me turn the air off. Now I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but I'm gonna switch it to high. Do you hear that noise? Let me roll the windows down too. Maybe you'll hear it better too. It's hard to detect. I don't know if my microphone will do it, but as you change that, the steering wheel actually vibrates. So it's like 1, 2, 3. You actually might be able to see it. Let me focus on the steering wheel. Do you see that shaking? So that's pretty cool. And then that's just one of the cool features with the Assist Plus. It also comes with the evasive steering assist, post-collision braking, hill descent control. Hill descent control is going to be shown down here on the g.o.a.t modes. So next to the g.o.a.t mode button down here is your hill descent control, and you can set cruise control. So that's part of the g.o.a.t modes. I don't know if maybe that would show up on the steering wheel somewhere up here if you didn't have it g.o.a.t mode vehicle like a Ford Escape or something. But nonetheless, then there's the speed sign recognition. There's all kinds of different things here. So speed warning, you can turn that on, and that'll tell you when you're breaking the speed limit. Same thing with the tolerance, you can set your mile per hour. And that's pretty much it. The trailer sway control, that's if you're towing something. You can hit info on it, it tells you reduces trailer sway. So if you start getting wobbly in the back, it's going to help you with that. All this little animation is pretty cool. And the driver alert, if you hit that, it notifies when you're inattentive. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Now, this lane keep assist stuff I'm going to show you on the highway just in a minute here. It kind of gives you like hands-free driving. And coming out like right now, there is the new technology that Ford is introducing called Blue Cruise. And Blue Cruise is like their full hands-free driving experience. And I believe that we have all the hardware and software installed in the vehicle, because I've tried this on the highway with the adaptive cruise. It wants your hands on the steering wheel. If it detects or not, it'll warn you, and then, but it'll negotiate bends like a champion. And I do believe that if you have the Blue Cruise technology, it's literally just gonna say, hey, you don't have to have your hands on the wheel anymore. I think we have everything built in here. It should be like an over-the-air update that like just Bluetooth or Wi-Fi's through the vehicle, or maybe you have to take it to the shop, or maybe I don't have everything I need. I'm not 100% sure, but it's almost getting dark, so let's get out on the road and show you some of these features in the dash. I'm gonna put the GoPro on here and we'll have some fun. The first thing I want to do here is, now on the side here on the stalk, there's a little button on the edge. If you hit it, it tells you that the lane keeping's turned on. And now you'll notice that you have like a roadway and your speedometer got smaller and shifted to the right. So what that's doing here is those two white lines on the edges, that's the lane. So I'm gonna purposely veer the car, and I might have to do like a pip here. And now it is vibrating my steering wheel. Now I can't really emulate that. And then if you see how the left track just turned red, I'll just try to keep the camera still. Let's go to the right a little bit, and then I'm vibrating and you got this red. I'm not in the right lane, so it's pretty neat. Now right here you can see that the lane assist thing is lit up on the mirror, so that's cool. That's pretty standard stuff. I guess it's not like the neatest thing ever these days. I'm gonna go into the lane keeping system, and I'm gonna go lane keeping mode, and then I'm gonna do alert and aid. So now I've changed it so that instead of it just shaking my steering wheel and showing you guys that little red bar there, it's actually gonna steer for me and keep me in the center of the lane. So I'm gonna show you that here. See, now what it's gonna do here is it's gonna steer for me, so I'm not touching it. Now it's telling me, keep hands on steering wheel. See, it knows, it gets mad. So I put my hand back on it. Now I'm gonna veer to the right, and look how it just turns. It puts me right back on center. It's probably hard to pick up here. Let's try again. And there it goes. It's kind of put me right back on center there. Keep hand on steering wheel. So that's that. Pretty neat. All right, so we're gonna jump on the highway one more time here. I'm gonna show you the last thing I wanna show you guys, which will be the adaptive cruise control. This one's the coolest, most intuitive part. We're gonna turn on our adaptive cruise control, so we'll hit the button there, and then as you can see, 3 gray, 4 gray type panels showed up in the middle of that little road symbol in the middle there. And that's just by hitting this button right here. And now what we do is we get up the speed, set our cruise control. And then we say, okay, we're gonna set our cruise to 63, let's go up to 70. And now when I get a car in front of me, see that little Bronco symbol shows up? Now that is telling us there's a car in front of us. And if I wanted to, I can adjust the distance that it'll let us get to that vehicle. So there's a button right here, and if I hit that, it'll adjust those pads. See how it just deleted one? It got a little bit closer. And as you see the vehicle in front of me, I hit the pad again, it's gonna let me get a little bit closer. And pay attention, my speed says 70. If I get too close, it won't let me get too much closer, it'll actually slow me down. So now that's the most aggressive one. It's gonna let me get real close. And if I hit it one more time right here on the wheel, it's gonna go ahead and give me some extra distance between that car in front of me. And that's pretty much it. So now if I set the speed, the cruise control up to 80, it's not letting me go 80 because that car's in front of me. So if I were to switch lanes here, and I'm not even hitting the gas, now it's accelerating for me and letting me go up to 80. Pretty cool, huh? So that's about it for that. Let me slow down here and be safe. I'm gonna get home, wait for dark, and then we'll show you a little bit of that auto headlight stuff. So now it's nighttime here. We're driving around a little bit. Just want to show you, if you go into the vehicle settings, you can scroll down and you can change a couple things. And under lighting, you got auto high beam on, daytime running lights on. You can turn them off if you wish, but we got them on, so let's show you how that works. Now you'll notice when you put your turn blinker on, turn the car, you get this little extra light. You see that? Turn the car, turn the car, turn the car. When you turn around these bends, you get extra illumination to help you see. We got another bend coming up here. See how it turns on when you're negotiating bends and then it shuts off? It's automatic. So that's one cool feature. Now we just have to get out for some auto high beam action. And there you go. See the high beam illuminate, and then when we get a car come in our direction, you'll see them turn off automatically. So we'll just keep going about our business till we catch ourselves another vehicle. And there they go. They just shut off. See how that is? Pretty awesome. You don't have to worry about it. It is a nice feature. I like it on. See, it just flicked real quick like that. My wife does not like this feature, but I do. And there you go. That's it. So that's about all we have to show you here. It's dark, so I'm going to do the outro just driving around here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you decide whether or not you want to buy a new Ford Bronco Sport. Hopefully the features that I showed you with this Ford Co-Pilot Assist Plus gives you some insight on some of the safety and tech features that the Ford Bronco Sport and other models in the Ford lineup provide. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Your viewership helps my channel grow. Share this with your friends and family, anybody you know who are Ford fans. And with that being said, thank you for watching. I'm Mooch. This is Mooch Life. Peace out.